My friends, my name is Kenny Glick. Welcome back to the Hindsight Trading Show, the only Hindsight Trading Show on YouTube. But I've been doing this since 2007. Hopefully, you're following me. I've been right about most things. And I'm also in the dungeon of YouTube because I only speak the truth and I actually make people money. And I give out free trials on my website to see if I'm full of shit. So I want to let this one sink in. 6,000% gains right now in CCC options. Let that one sink in. That's 60 times your money. And we have players that have made the whole 60,000, the 6,000%. Nickel options banging them out at $3 today. We had some 40-cent options. We sold them at 2. We had some 50-cent options. We sold them at 3. We had some dollar options. We sold them at 2. So 100% gains, 100,000% gains. And now, if you were part of my website, what I do is sometimes I'm so excited about a chart that I just start doing a charting session in the middle of the night. What we saw on Carvana, or what I saw on Carvana, was what we call the Dolly Parton quadruple Kardashian bottom break. I've never seen it in real life. I've only read about it. There's a VWAPian handbook from yesteryears where there's a lot of chart patterns that don't even exist anymore. We've evolved. The elusive Dolly Parton quadruple Kardashian bottom break showed up yesterday on Carvana. And this chart pattern usually predicts massive moves. So what we did this morning is we opened up our eyes, and as soon as the market opened up, we just loaded up on CCC, loaded up on Carvana, and we are now collectively having, and again, this would have been one of those days if you were working for me, you'd be up 30 grand just from pressing buttons. That's how sick today was. If I had a team of 8 people today, I'd probably be looking at a $5 million day. That's how insane today was. And you thought yesterday was good. Today was just the follow through. So when you break out and you have power gaps that are being bought into, the shorts can't take it. As the former and lifetime member of the Perma Bear movement, I was the former president. I have resigned. I am still a Perma Bear. That's why I see the market better than most people, because I'm usually a victim to bull markets. But I learned 10 years ago, don't do that. And then I saw the signs where I'm like, oh, this is where my former self would get short and get my ass kicked. You know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to buy everything. And we're swing trading. We own stocks. We're in call spreads. We're doing naked puts. Basically, I have 650,000 positions on right now. You know why? Because the market's telling me to do so. Why would I sell Carvana when it's about to rip another 38 points? I wouldn't. And we're still in it. Why would I get out of CCC? If it breaks 308, it was probably going to 750, 837 today. And we're still in it. And what I do differently than anybody else is if you're in a position with me and it starts to tank and you want to know, hey, what are we doing with this? I'll let you know because I'm here every day. I'm not saying, here, buy this and hope for the best. And then, oh, whoa, look, it was up 88% yesterday. It means nothing to anybody. What are you doing while you're in it? That's what's all about, right? And if you're in the portfolio with me, you got the ARM at 57.50, still in it. It's going to 120. You're in Carvana from, maybe you're in still from 750, the original purchase, but we just bought it back yesterday with options, call spreads, naked puts, selling spreads. Everything about Carvana is great right now. Loving it. You got the path, right? And you got the Rambus from 47.50. Stock's at 70 now. 372.50 on the Qs. Remember that? So what people are witnessing right now is that moment that I do this for. I give out free trials on my website so people can come and see whether or not I'm full of shit. Becky knows I'm not full of shit because she caught a 60 bagger in the CCC as well as other people. So take a moment and look at a 1-year chart of BRK and see the topping tail. What is smart money doing? It's insignificant to me. I appreciate that might mean something to you, but it's insignificant to me. I'm trading stocks that are in their own realm, not concerned about what Berkshire Hathaway is doing at all. I'm trading a $2 $2 stock that just created an options chain that we're up 60,000%, 6,000% on. That's really what I care about right now in Carvana. And, again, if you're implying that the market might be topping out, good. I hope you're right. Because most of the stocks that I'm swing trading right now are isolated from markets going down. The semiconductor industry is blasting off, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And I'm going to stay long. And if I get a pullback on an arm, I'm buying more, no matter what. So it doesn't matter. But most of what we do still is day trading. So again, none of this really matters anyway. The point is, everything's working right now. In this moment, this is the biggest day we've ever had in the history of my website, by far. We got guys having, he's doing 350,000 today. We got guys doing 40 grand, 50 grand days. We got people that are taking those $2,000 accounts and they're up 10 grand in the last 3 days. That's what it's all about right now. But all I care about is price. So as long as the volatility index keeps disintegrating and everybody keeps thinking the way that I used to think, oh, this market's gone up way too fast, too much, it has to pull back. No, it doesn't. It'll rip and tear your fucking head off until you're broke. We're not even at that point yet. And when it's time to short, I'm the biggest bear there is. But at this point, you got to be looking, you have to get to all-time highs across the board. The sheep haven't even come in yet. People like my uncle who stay on the sideline until 30, 50. The market needs to go up 100% for my uncle to feel comfortable buying back because he's a loser. He bought in 87, the market crashed. He said he's never going to buy stocks ever again. Next thing you know, he's calling me. I'm a stockbroker in 1998, 1999. Hey, what do you think about this company, Cisco? I'm thinking about buying it. Well, it was $8 9 months ago. It's at 80 now. It's up 1,000%. You think you want to get in now? He got in, the market crashed. He vowed never to buy stocks. And then when he bought stocks again, 9 years later, when he thought the coast was clear, after an 8-year bull market, he buys and the market crashes again. And he's never coming back now. So he's been out of the market since 2009. When guys like my uncle get enthusiastic about the market, that's when it rolls over. And that's not anytime soon. The shorts aren't even done getting their ass kicked yet. The hedge funds still haven't window dressed enough. All the morons that thought that there was a recession coming that was going to kill us all, they're still trying to window dress. So they need to have all of these stocks on their books. So when their investor says, hey, how come I'm not up 38% like the Qs today, like the Qs are? I'm not up 58%. How come you don't own those stocks? Well, now we do. And they start buying them. How come you guys don't own Microsoft and NVIDIA? Well, now we do. So they got to look smart in front of their investors. So they start piling into all the same names. That's why we can't go down. That's why we can't go down. But when we go down, what's it going to do? We're going to pull back 5%. Ooh, we just rallied fucking 20% in 9 weeks. Give me a 5% pullback because that'll get bought too. We might not have a real sell-off now. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Till April. Like I'm talking about real sell-offs where you're concerned. Like today's little pullback for 2 hours that went nowhere. You're not concerned. The volatility indexes are not moving up. You're not concerned. This is just profit taking and pausing. Pausing and profit taking makes the market go higher. And somebody on the CNBC the other day was talking about RSI. And she nailed it because people that look at something overbought, that doesn't mean you short it. Overbought dissipates over time. So if something's overbought two weeks ago and then it consolidates and goes nowhere for 2 weeks, it's no longer overbought. It's ready to lift off. You get it? And here's a little tidbit of information. Stocks that break all-time highs tend to go higher. So this arm trade, so what? You missed 15 points on it. It can legitimately now go to 120 because stocks that break all-time highs tend to go higher. $71 stocks that break all-time highs tend to go to 80. Stocks that break 80 tend to go to 120. I ain't saying it's going to 120 anytime soon, but it's probably going to 120. That's how you invest. You want to invest in swing trade? You better be dreaming big. You're not looking to make a nickel on a swing trade. Anyway, just got short actually a little bit. That CCC just now. What happened? I must have had an order in. Oh. Anyway, I'm short CCC right now. Still got the calls in it because I'm not getting out of this entire thing because this thing might be going to $10. But now I could take a little bit off the table here. What do you know about that? Hey, $7 just got me 672. I'll take it. The AI, yeah, buy my stock, Palantir. It's the cheapest way, most solid way to play AI other than owning NVIDIA. Palantir, PLTR. Sell puts on it where you want to buy it. Sell $15 puts for 2 months out. It comes back to 15, you're in. But I'm not, again, owning stocks is not what I do best. What I do best is isolating moments where stocks are going to explode. I take part in the explosion, and generally I'm done. But Carvana's a little bit different right now because the chart's just screaming at me to own some. ARM screaming at me. Rambus. By the way, Rambus is another AI play that nobody knows about. Remember, if you buy a stock and it starts to go up, don't tell anybody until you want to start selling it. Then start telling people. That's how it works. Remember, it's all one big Ponzi scheme. You got to play the game. So, Rambus, RMBS, 27-year high break the other day. RMBS. Stock's going to 250. But no one's going to be talking about it until it's like 130, 140. Just like Carvana. Carvana's up almost 30% in the last 2 days. Once it breaks out into the 60s again, that's when they'll start talking about it. And that's when it tacks on a little bit more, and then you'll get the rollover. But right now, the market, it's just, first of all, you can't short. And you just have to hold on to your longs right now. So you hedge yourself a little bit, hang in there. But there's no reason to be out of stocks completely because we could be looking at another 10% up from here. And I know that doesn't sound like that sounds impossible considering how much we've rallied already, but that's what usually happens. And you just play what usually happens. And if we're wrong, it doesn't matter. The market starts selling off tomorrow, we'll go short. But now, shit. I mean, even weed stocks are starting to move up. Weed stocks, the worst of the worst. Weed stocks are going up. So usually when the worst of the worst start to rally, that tells you the market might be running out of steam. But we're not. We're not running out of steam. There's just buying everywhere. And you just got to sit back and enjoy it. But my friends, please do me a favor. If you're out there and you've been watching me, help me get out of the dungeon of social media. I'm a non-existent flea. I've been doing this since '07. I used to have hair when I started doing YouTube videos with my kids sitting on my lap. I should have 100,000. I mean, you got all these charlatans and fuckers out there talking a bunch of shit. I'm an active trader banging out winners every day. I got 300 people trading with me live. Nobody does what I do. But I'm down in the dungeon because I don't pay. I don't pay Google to promote my bullshit. I don't pay for subscribers. I have the worst social media presence there is for someone that's been doing it this long. Help me. Copy and paste, spread the link, follow me on the Twitter, the YouTube, and especially TikTok. I'm on the TikTok now. And more importantly, if you're watching this video right now, I've been giving out free trials since '07 because everybody in this industry talks a lot of shit. Some guys talk shit and they know what they're talking about. But most talk shit and they're clueless and they're detrimental to you. They talk a good game, you believe them, they steer you in the wrong direction, you give them the benefit of the doubt, and then it's over already. It's too late. Come hang out with me for a couple of weeks, experience what the truth is like, experience reality, experience honesty. There are no magic scanners that are going to give you winning trades. There are no magic alerts that are just going to say, oh, buy this here and buy this here. But once you know what you're doing, you'll never not know. You'll become your own alert. You'll become your own service. You'll become your own scanner. That's what I do. I teach you to become the fisherman and the hunter that you need to be to profit. And then the ideas, they find you. They find you. Because once you get the idea of how to trade, every stock is worth it. Every stock is an opportunity. And I also teach you how to fit or find the ones that are best opportunities because I've been doing this my whole life. And my career re-began only 10 years ago. I gave back 20 years worth of fucking money in basically 18 months. And I've resurrected my life once again. And I still got hammered 2 weeks ago, threw out 10 grand, more than 10 grand, probably like $12,000 to $15,000 shorting the cues and trying to buy volatility, thinking I could time the market without looking at the charts. And obviously that was the mistake. Just don't do that. Most of us know exactly what we do wrong as traders, and we just keep doing it because we think we're going to change something. It takes a lot. I'm down to, I know exactly what works now. It's just my problem is I still dabble in other bullshit and I keep, again, if you're dipping your toe, I only got about 2 toes left because every time I dip a toe into something else, I get lit up. But if you haven't come to the website, email me right now. It's free to the end of the year. We might be schmoozing tonight. My daughter, she's getting an award. She just Barry Sanders her career. She quit while she was on top. High school gymnastics. She's getting an award. They're putting her banner up on the wall of fame. It's pretty cool. So I'll be doing that. I might be back by 9 if you guys want to hang tonight, because that's how excited I am about helping people. I never sleep. I never leave. All I do is this. I have 0 other skills. 0. I'm a loser. But I certainly know what I'm doing here. And I'm still a loser because, only today did I put some real size on this CCC trade. At 250, I'm dipping my toe in. When it's breaking 308, I'm still dipping toes. But today, when it broke 6, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going in. When it broke 6, I was, I bought at least something where I can make some real money. Again, that's why I've been trying to find somebody out there to help me. But every time I give access to somebody, all they do is lose money because they don't listen to what I'm telling them to do. I'm still going to try one more time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to interview traders live in front of the mob. And by the way, that's what we're calling ourselves now. We're the Roman Empire. It's me. I'm the emperor. Senator Sleon, Senator Solid. The mob rules. So I got a lot of stuff going on. and we're all going to vote on stuff collectively. But what I'm going to do is just to show or to expose how delusional people are. I'm going to interview people live in front of the mob. We're going to go over the rules. I'm going to try one more time because I'm pretty sure I will find somebody that actually just listens to me. All you got to do is listen to me and push buttons. And it's still mortifying what this last person did to me. Her career was over in an hour. Like, she had access to my account and she starts just putting trades in there for no reason. I was like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Stop doing that. I thought she stopped. I come back and there was 18 more trades in my account. And she held options in my account over the weekend. Every trade she did, she got in and all out at one price. It was something to watch. It was amazing how somebody could take basically everything I'd say and do the opposite of all of it, all in an hour, as if she was trying to do those things. And then she sends me the condescending email about how it's my fault and lack of communication. But it gets even better. The story got even better. You want to hear this? I've got to leave with this one. She sends me another condescending, narcissistic, sociopathic, delusional email about how she doesn't need me anymore and my mentorship, right? Because she just hit it big on a stock. So I looked at the stock. I'm like, what is she talking about? The stock had a 20-for-1 reverse split. And if you guys out there know, if you don't know, maybe you don't know. A reverse split does not affect the value. If 1,000 shares of a $6 stock and you wake up and you see it. So let me just show you in graphical form. She had 1,000 shares of a $6 stock. So she had $6,000 in the stock. The stock had a 20-for-1 reverse split. So what does that mean? 20-for-1 reverse split, right? So the stock went from 6 times 20. Sorry, 6 times 20. It opened up. No, that's impossible. 6 times $6 stock, 20-for-1 reverse split. Or maybe it was $2. Yeah. Oh, it was $80, right. So she woke up and saw the stock was up 20-fold. And she writes me a text about how she doesn't need me and through her own research, she's up more today on a stock than she was ever up in the history of working with me or being in the chat room. And I'm like, no. Could you be this stupid? Could you be that dumb? Could you be that fucking delusional to really think that your reverse split, you just made 20-fold on your money overnight? But she did. And she wrote me an email. My man, I can't talk right now. I'll call you back in like 20 minutes, but there was some bizarre shit. I was sitting there talking to somebody in cyberspace. I texted you 40 times. And then you responded, but then you weren't responding to me. I thought I was being I thought you got hacked and somebody was fucking with me. It's crazy. Yeah, all right, I'll call you back in 15 minutes. All right, bye. I think I was having a conversation with a bot earlier. It's weird shit this morning. Oh yeah. Oh, it was actually an index, but yeah. But she's talking to me with this condescending, again, all I wanted her to do was take some responsibility for what you did. I gave you access to the account, right? And I wanted her just to follow what I was telling her to do. She didn't do any of my trades. I didn't ask her to put trades in that. Then she wrote about, I had a gut feeling about this other one. Are we trading on your gut feeling? If it was my gut feeling, that's one thing. But I didn't ask you to trade the account on your gut feelings. It was amazing. It was something to behold. And then she writes how responsible I was. And I said, is this crazy talk? And I sent the email to my therapist, and my therapist said, this is classic narcissist delusion. This is a problem. You should steer away from people like this. And I was like, you know what? You're right. As much as it's now going to be a chapter in my book, I can't talk to this person because talking to people that are delusional, sociopathic narcissists, no matter what you say, they just hear wah, 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 wah. All they're hearing is I'm right about everything. This person's insane. And she's thinking that about me. You're nuts. And I hope you're watching these videos. We've been ridiculing you now since you did what you did. You're an awful person. You need psychological help. You think I'm crazy? I have it figured out. My crazy is fun. Your crazy is narcissistic, delusional, sociopathic crazy. Because people that don't know they're crazy are the ones you should be afraid of. I know I'm nuts. This industry has fucking tainted my brain. But my dementia and psychoticness helps people. Yours is a detriment to others and yourself. You're a loser. And you thought a reverse split was actually a profit in your account. Well done. Well done. I go on forever. But I have met every psycho there is. And I'm still, because I know these trades work, right? I know they work. I'm in them. I live them. I know it works. And that's when I make these videos. It's so crazy, right? For 10 years, I've been trying to find a capable assistant. Either they're too afraid to trade or they don't listen to me at all. I just need the person. All right, we're buying CCC $6 calls at the open as long as they're under 20 cents, 100 contracts. CCC, okay, all right, he wants to buy 100 contracts if they're under 20 cents at the open. Oh, they're 5 cents. That means buy them. Push the button. That's it. And then tell me you're in the position and then start offering it out and put stops on in increments. It's a very simple process. It really is. But the delusional narcissist just starts, oh, I got access to an account. I'll just start trading. Oh, what? But the funny thing is, then at the end of the email, she says, I really didn't understand what you wanted from me. Okay, cool. So then why are you placing trades in the account if you didn't understand what was required of you? It's just amazing. I mean, I could probably write a chapter all about narcissistic, delusional. And then I love it when she also writes, and I'm doing so well in my paper trading account, like almost like na 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 na. Like, are you doing well in your paper trading account? Cool. Do you ever try to buy stuff? Do you ever try to take money out of the paper trading account and buy things with it? Let me know how that goes, Mister, Mrs. I'm rich because of a stock split. Oh, oh yeah, reality's starting to creep in. The thing is, reality never creeps into these people. They just live in the fucking delusional world. It's something. All right. So anyway, the name of the website is hitthebid.com. The website has no functionality whatsoever except to look at my dumb face. The magic is in the back office. The magic, you click the login button. That brings you to the back office. The back office, you put your information in, your name, your phone number, your email. And the password is Glick 2024. I was going to do a commercial for you, but I can't now. Ah, here it is. And if you act now, you'll get a new right off the press. In VWAP we trust. Don't be a dick. Vote Glick. If you're coming to Vegas, free shirts for everybody. See, I don't even sell the shirts. People want to buy these for $30 each. I'm giving them away with a hat. He gives it away. 666 on CCCC. Oh my God. All right. Anyway, I'm out of here. I got to eat some breakfast, make some phone calls. I'm an intermittent faster. I'm at the point where I need to eat something or I'm going to die. Just another, possibly the biggest day in the history of my damn website. I mean, we annihilated everything. And it's not just on trades that we were, in from the day before. CCC was something special today. Carvana was ridiculous. Still holding most of these stocks, but I'm ready to dump. And again, what's coming next for the Glick and the Hit the Bidders and my VWAPian crew, me and my buddy JC are trying to work on something where we come together and work together. Come together, work together. He's got an app that I want to use. So we're going to start to commingle. And what's going to be awesome about this app, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't really started tinkering with it. When you come to our site, depending on when you show up, we might be in the middle of trades. We might be getting out of some. Everything's going to be on the app. So if you look down, all right, Kenny was talking about Carvana. What's he doing? All right, he bought it here. He sold some here. He's still in it. All right, cool. CCC. All right, cool. He bought it here. He's in it. He's got call spreads on. All right, cool. All right, he just sold some. You're going to get live updates on the app. So you'll never have to ask whether or not I like something anymore. You'll know. And again, that's if you just want to follow step by step. I'm all about making sure that you understand why we like these trades. If you're just following me, inevitably I'm going to go on a shitty run again, like I always do, and you're going to get fucking hammered right along with me. So I'd rather you know what you're doing. And again, luckily nobody got smoked by that QQQ. That was all by myself as I wallowed in misery trying to short the market about, it's going like 3 weeks ago now. But everything's going to be updated. Everything's going to be right there. And again, I love being transparent. I'll be more transparent than ever. I'll be so transparent, you'll be able to see right through me. All right? But for now, come to the website. The password is Glick2024. My business model it's working perfectly right now. I invited everybody to my site for a free month, and we've been destroying everything in sight. So that's another thing I really do pride myself in. Sure, I want to get paid to join the club. This is the greatest trading club there is. That's what we are. There's no videos and scanners. It's everything. It's video. It's everything you ever need, right? But what it's not is a bunch of bullshit. We're just traders, and you pay for our time. And again, my business model is flawless. It's fraud proof, right? I'm willing to give 2 weeks always. Now I'm giving out a month. If you can't decipher whether or not I'm full of shit over a month hanging out with me, then you might be delusional as well. You're going to know if what we're doing in this room within 3 or 4 days is worth your time. And again, these last 14 days, if you joined us on December 1st, I just paid you to pay me. That's what I want. If I'm going to ask you for $4,300 for the year, which is not a lot of money when you're trading, some people did that today. $4,300 for the year. Now we're discounting it anyway. I don't even know what we're charging because I don't even pay attention. I let my guy take care of everything. No joke. I don't even know what the hell my own website costs right now. They're doing deals. I just want people to be in the room to witness what I do. So you get 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, and you get to hear me, Solid, and Sleon absolutely lighting shit up. Does every trade work? No. But man, what you learn from us is a lifetime of education. And we do it for nothing. And then we say, hey, you digging it? Hang out. You digging it? Why don't you pay up for the next 6 months or 2 years? And by the way, I only go out as far as 2 years. Because who the hell knows, right? I could pretty much say I'm going to be doing this for the next 2 years. And I just like to reiterate one more time. There's no such thing as a lifetime subscription ever to anything except the library. And I think the library, you still got to get like a renewal or something. You got to like do but you got to get your validation, or you got to get it laminated or something. But I'm as close to lifetime as you get. I've got guys that have been on my website since I launched in 07. Best $2,000 that person ever spent. They bought a lifetime subscription to me for $2,000 in 07. What year is this? They're still with me. And now he's one of our moderators, banging out winners for everybody else. Guy I taught how to trade. And you too could be that person also. Oh, by the way, I'm also a skilled cryptocurrency trader as well. Do you understand? I might be the only person on earth that hasn't lost money trading cryptocurrency. I'm going to say that again. I might be the only person on earth that hasn't lost money trading cryptocurrency. What? How's that even possible? Well, I'll tell you. In 2017, this guy from Canada, who was part of our website, started talking to me about Bitcoin. And I was like, what, that money laundering freaking fake currency? He's like, yeah, it's a little bit more than that now. It's actually picking, it's kind of got a life of its own. I was like, yeah, what's it worth now? He's like, yeah, it's like $600. I'm like, 600? Wasn't it like $1? He's like, yeah. And he was in from like 300. And he's pitching me. He's like, no, this is the new way. This is going to be the hottest thing. It's going to be better than the stock market. And I was like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, listen, why don't I just fly out there? I'll take you out to dinner. We'll get some girls. We'll get some vodka. We'll get some sushi. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'll see you when I see you. This dude showed up at my office 2 days later with ladies, vodka, and we went out for the sushi. He wasn't holding the sushi, but ladies, vodka, limo. And I'm like, Bitcoin? And I was in. And then I was like, and then he starts talking to me about Ripple and frictionless currency. I'm like, I don't know what the hell what does that even mean? He's teaching me about the blockchain. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about right now. I was like, why does this have any value? He's like, just like anything else, if people perceive it to be valuable, it'll be valuable. I'm like, I agree right there. But why? I want to know why people would want to buy this. It doesn't make any sense to me. He brought me to a Ripple, about a year later, I went to a Ripple symposium. I'm sitting there learning about blockchain. I'm like, he's being interviewed. And I'm like, I have no idea what these people are talking about. And then he went on and on and on. He explained it to me about the Ripple and the frictionless and how you don't have to pay fees on it and there's no transaction costs. I'm like, okay, cool. I get all that, but why would the coin be worth anything? It doesn't do anything. It's just the centerpiece. I still don't get it, but he got me into Ripple at 12 cents. Next thing you know, this thing's at 250. And then I was like, what's Tron? He showed me the list of stocks, the list of the crypto at the time. I was like, Tron? Now that's something I could buy. He's like, why? What do you know about Tron? I'm like, nothing. I was like, I love Jeff Bridges. If you're going to own cryptocurrency, shouldn't you own something called Tron? It's freaking high tech right there, right? He's like, well, that's not kind of how it works. I'm like, but how does it work? So I bought some Tron. I bought Tron at 0.002, 0.2 of a penny. So I bought Bitcoin to pay. He's like, you got to buy the Bitcoin to pay for the other ones. I'm like, all right, cool. You just do it for me. So I had this other guy, Steve. Ryan introduced me. Steve got me real involved. So these two young kids, they got me involved. So I bought the Bitcoin. I wound up buying it at 8,000. This is a year later, right? I bought the Bitcoin at 8, the Ripple at 12, the Tron at 0.002, something called Doggy Coin. I was like, what's Doggy Coin? He's like, oh, it's somebody they made a coin for their dog. It's stupid. It's worthless. I'm like, but why is that more worthless than the other one? He's like, ah, that's just stupid. They just launched it because he thought it'd be funny. I'm like, but isn't that kind of what we're doing here? We're buying worthless pieces of shit because we think it's funny. I'm in. I bought the doggy coin. Next thing you know, I'm killing it. I sold some Bitcoin on the way up. Yeah, I sold the Ripple on the way up. I'm still in the Ripple. I got the Tron too. But then, all these years later, we see this Scaramucci guy, right? He's pitching something. And everyone's getting excited. Algo X. Algo X. Now, there's a name I could get involved in. But I saw the chart. I was like, this thing was 002. It's at $3 now. I ain't buying this. So all these years later, after the crypto crash, I went, you know what? Let's go check our friend Algo X. Hang on, let me go check my portfolio. Dogecoin still sucks, still 10 cents. But I bought Algo X. This was a long way to get to the end of the story. I bought Algo X. This guy right here, who's got two thumbs and owns Algo X at 0.9 cents. It's at 21 cents right now. I'm the greatest. And I'm not selling it, by the way. I'm looking for 1,000 bagger on this one too. Might as well. Might as well. And that's my story. So you just never know where the money's going to come. 3 days later, we're still in CCCC because I'm pretty good at isolating when a stock's not a pump and dump. And this one qualified, convinced me. So we went fucking nuts on it. And again, not even nuts enough. I should have been buying 1,000 options. 30 calls here, 50 calls here, and 4,000 or 5,000 shares of the stock. Squadoosh. I'm a loser. I was so confident in this stock at breaking 250. That's when you needed to load up. Not today like I did at 6. I mean, it was nice at 6, but this is a $5 million trade in my younger days. And I made squadoosh because none of this is about me. It's about why the stock, what did I see, and what education could I instill upon you to understand why CCC was a huge buy over the last 3 days, as well as Carvana today and yesterday, as well as the lift and the whole entire, portfolio. And by the way, AEHR, PATH, APPS, S, HNST, ARM. I'm in all these stocks, baby. All of them. Bull market. I'm going to try something, but I don't want to hurt myself because these Apple keyboards are pretty good. Right now, you could probably bang your head on the keyboard. Whatever punches up. Let's see. It's funny. Let's see. HIOP. Let's see if it's a stock. HIOP. I don't think that's probably a stock. I would have heard of it. HIOP. Nah, it's not a stock. We'll try it again. Basically, bang your head on the keyboard. If it's a stock, then press the buy button. That's the kind of market we're in right now. And that's kind of why I hate the bull markets. Because the fools and the charlatans and the scum, the delusional scum, that the underbelly of this industry, there are people out there that are genuinely looking to help you, like me. They're not all bad people out there. The industry is bad by definition. Most people are trying to exploit you for their own profit. Okay? And that's kind of why I hate that's why I kind of hate bull markets, because the fools and the charlatans and the scum look like they know what they're talking about. So in these moments, this is where they sucker you in again. Oh, look, he finally got one right. If you're not getting one right in this market, holy shit, you got to be the most unlucky guy in the world, which I am. And I own 9 stocks right now, and they're all green. Me, I own 9 stocks right now, and they're all green. That's impossible. Just like I did in May. There is times where you can't lose. You buy the same fucking 12 stocks that you liked before, and they're all doing it again. Do it again. And it's the same stocks. It's the ENVX, the Carvana, the IonQ, the Rivian. It's all the same. And round we go. All right. And where she stops, who the hell knows? But I really hope this market crashes. I hope we go into a recession. I hope there's another bout of fear and volatility that comes back so then we can live this moment again 18 months from now. Because it's all one big freaking circle. Most stocks still stink. The Qs are the best. You'll get a CCC. There's always a biotech stock. Again, usually we're not still talking about it 3 days later. You need bear markets. So then it sets up the opportunity to crush morons like I used to be. I'm still a moron, but I do less dumb things now. And to quote my favorite movie of all time, Law-Abiding Citizen, lessons learned not in blood are quickly forgotten. What am I looking at? I've learned enough in blood. I've been crushed, soul destroyed, career over, and I've managed to resurrect it. I'll never do those things ever again. Remember how many naked calls? I had over 700 naked calls on the QQQ thinking I never would have to cover those. I'm out of them all. Because as soon as it broke 367.50, I was like, oh shit, not again. Are we going to rally 20% again in my face? You know what? I can't even take that chance. And I got out of everything. Still threw 20 grand, basically 16,000 out the window a couple of weeks ago by being a freaking idiot. But 18 months from now, when we have this moment again, I'll do less dumb stuff. And eventually I'll do no dumb. I'll do a little dumb stuff. Everybody still does something stupid. By the way, I'm not betting against the Jets anymore. All right? I'm done. I got fucking hammered because I was so pissed that he fumbled the ball that I don't usually bet $1,000 on any game anymore. I put $1,000 on the fucking Texans. As soon as that fumble happened, and of course I lost. All right? Be careful out there. The market kind of wants to go down, but it's not going down. All right? Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys maybe tonight. If you haven't come to my website yet, come on in. Come on in. The weather's fine. Meet the crew. Meet the senators. Join the mob. All right? It's free. Glick, capital G, 2024. All right? Try to be nice to each other.